Listen to me. Your past does not define you. Your failures do not limit you. Your current situation is not your final destination. So keep going. When it hurts, keep going. But here's the truth no one tells you. Heartbreak is not the end of you. It just feels like it. Heartbreak doesn't warn you before it arrives. It doesn't knock. It doesn't ask permission. It comes suddenly, like a storm you never saw on the horizon. One moment, life feels familiar. The next, everything feels empty. This is the story of someone who loved deeply and lost painfully. They used to believe love was simple. Two people, shared dreams, late-night conversations that made time disappear. They believed love meant safety. That once you found it, you could finally rest. And for a while, it felt true. Morning messages, inside jokes no one else understood. Plans for a future that felt so real, it almost felt guaranteed. But love doesn't always end with closure. Sometimes, it ends with silence. The goodbye wasn't dramatic. No shouting, no final speech, just distance, just words that slowly stopped coming. And one day, the realization hit, they were gone. Not just from the room, but from the future they had imagined. That's when the pain began. Heartbreak is strange. It doesn't hurt all at once. It hurts in waves. At night, when the world is quiet. In places you used to go together. In songs you didn't expect to hurt this much. It hurts when you reach for your phone, then remember there's no one to text. It hurts when you replay conversations, looking for the moment everything went wrong. And the hardest part? You start blaming yourself. What did I do wrong? Why wasn't I enough? Why did they stop choosing me? Heartbreak has a way of convincing you that love left because you were flawed. That if you were better, smarter, calmer, stronger, they would have stayed. And slowly, quietly, your confidence begins to crumble. Mornings become heavy. Getting out of bed feels like a battle. Smiling feels fake. Laughing feels wrong. Friends say, you'll be okay. But they don't see the nights. The nights when memories feel louder than your thoughts. The nights when tears come without warning. The nights when you miss someone who no longer misses you. And that pain feels unbearable. But here's the truth no one tells you. Heartbreak is not the end of you. It just feels like it. Healing doesn't arrive suddenly either. It doesn't come with fireworks or announcements. It starts quietly, with one deep breath, one moment you don't cry. One night you fall asleep a little faster than the last. Healing begins the moment you stop fighting your pain and allow yourself to feel it. They learned something important during those broken days. That pain demands to be felt. Ignored pain doesn't disappear, it waits. So they stopped pretending they were okay. They cried when they needed to. They rested when they were exhausted. They allowed themselves to grieve, not just the person, but the future they lost. Healing is messy. Some days feel hopeful, other days feel like you're back at the beginning. And that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. Slowly, things began to change. Not the memories, but the way they felt. The pain softened. The weight became lighter. They started doing small things again. Going for walks. Listening to music for comfort, not reminders. Spending time with people who made them feel seen. And without realizing it, they were rebuilding. They discovered something powerful. The love they gave wasn't wasted. It proved they were capable of deep connection. Of loyalty. Of showing up fully. And that is not a weakness. That is strength. One day, they looked in the mirror and saw someone different. Someone who had survived nights they thought would destroy them. Someone who carried scars, but also wisdom. They realized the heartbreak didn't take everything. It gave clarity. They learned what they deserved. Consistency, effort, respect. They learned that love should not feel like anxiety. That silence should never replace communication. That being chosen should never feel uncertain. And most importantly, they learned they were enough all along. The pain didn't disappear overnight. But it no longer controlled them. They smiled again, genuinely. They laughed without guilt. They dreamed without fear, not because they forgot the past, but because they grew beyond it. And one day, they understood something beautiful, that heartbreak didn't break them. It rebuilt them, stronger boundaries, deeper self-respect, a clearer understanding of love. If you're listening to this right now with a heavy heart, know this: you are not weak for hurting. You are not broken for missing them. You are not behind for taking time to heal. Your pain is valid. Your healing is happening, even when you don't see it. One day, this chapter will close. And when it does, you won't be the same person who was hurt. You'll be wiser, stronger, more aware of your worth. And love will find you again, not to hurt you, but to meet you where you are. Healed, whole, and ready. If you're watching this with a heavy heart, this video is for you. Because losing someone you loved can feel like losing yourself.